Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. It's so lovely to be here. Thank you all for coming and spending your Saturday evening with us in this safe, lovely room away from the rest of York, which is madness right now. We went for a walk for about 10 minutes, me and Chris, and we were like, nope. We're not built to be in York on a Saturday night, apart from in this venue. And I'm going to do a song that is brand new in the sense that it's not recorded yet. And I wrote this inspired by, as a child, my parents would often take me and my brothers up to the northwest of Scotland, and we were basically forced to walk up hills, which my parents really loved doing, but as a child, I hated it. It was horrible. I remember being very grumpy about, why have we got to walk up another hill? And it's really funny because it's come full circle, and now I absolutely love being out in the hills. Every time my parents are like, we're off up north, I'm like, I'm there. What are the dates? I'll clear my diary. And no, it's really lovely. And we went up to Assynt quite a lot. And the hills there, they're not particularly big, but there are a few footpaths, which made it even worse as a child. And there's one mountain there called Suilven, which is a really long walk into the base and then straight up to the top and then a really long walk out. And my parents weren't cruel enough to make us walk that as children. But we did go back a couple of summers ago, and I chose to walk it as an adult. And it was really beautiful, actually. It felt very full circle, and like it was sort of the one main sort of hill in this area that we hadn't really ticked off. And that was a really wonderful feeling at the top. And then realising I have to walk like 15k out was like horrible. But yeah, this is a song about that, and the feeling of... Anyway, you'll get it. I told my dad I'd climb that hill, that he said would be too big for me when I was a girl. And 20 miles along my life it shows how far into these boots I've grown. And I hate it halfway up this hill. Oh, I hate it halfway up this hill. Halfway up this hill. It was my bright idea to be a part of this midge-ridden mess. A stowaway blister living in my boots, so I've had it with these pests. And I hate it halfway up this hill. Oh, I hate it halfway up this hill. Can't take it trampling on my will. You'll see me on top of this hill, the last stop before I turn around. Aches and pains and memories, but I'm still a child, anchored by the can to the ground. And I've struggled to realize now, struggle's the reason I am found. 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 halfway up this hill, halfway up this hill, halfway up this hill. Halfway up this Thank you. Thank you very much. Back in September, I had the pleasure of taking part in a little residency, and this residency brought together 8 musicians from around Europe, from different traditional backgrounds, and it was basically like, okay, here's a load of people you've never met before, go write music with them, which is kind of terrifying, definitely was terrifying. And I remember driving to the residency and being like, oh, what if they're all really horrible people? I was like, how am I meant to write songs? And turns out it was the most wonderful bunch, and yeah, had such an amazing time. And this was one of the songs that came out of that residency, and I wrote this with a couple of friends of mine, Lucy Hendry, who's a harpist, and Malin Lewis, who's a piper and fiddle player. And yeah, the sort of theme of the residency was birds, sticking with Chris's bird theme. And what was I saying? Brain, come on, engage, birds. And yeah, basically we sort of took inspiration from the Curlew for this song, and a friend of ours who grew up in Orkney, and he said that he, as a child, he would sort of, in the middle of the summer during the simmerdim, which is where the sun never quite sets, he said he would sort of lie awake with his window open and listen to the curlews and imagine becoming a curlew and flying off and joining them. And I just thought this was such beautiful, like, childlike imagery. So yeah, we wrote this song about the curlew, but also about this friend of ours who is not letting me tell who he is. He said no to that. But yes, you can imagine a child sort of then their imagination turning into a bird. And do you fancy a bit of a sing? Yeah, okay. Okay, we were in Sheffield last night and they were pretty good, so come on, York. And Halifax the night before were also really good, so you will win. All right, I'll teach you the bit. So So the bit that you guys sing goes like this. Nice, okay, you're definitely on par with Sheffield so far. You can do better. On par with Sheffield. Well, do better. But yes, it would be great if you could sing that, and I'll sing it a few times with you when it comes in the second half of the song, and if you could carry on while I sing something different over the top, that would be awesome. If you don't carry on, that's not fine. I was about to be like, that is fine, but it's actually not. But no, it would really make my evening if you could sing it and sing it loud. And yeah, imagine being a curlew, basically. Not that that's anything like what curlews sound like whatsoever, but anyway. So yeah, this is the Call of the Curlew. Crawl to the window, murmurs of a draft, sheer wonder fills his eyes of nights that never pass. Opens the latch with his weight on the glass, simmer dim spills in. A song that rings true, cuts right through you to the call of the curlew. Heed the skin's trill, crescent moons lament, and conjure white wedged tails. And that night he left the nest, wind under wings lift him up to the singing where the waves keep time. A song that rings true, cuts right through you to the call of the curlew.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Definitely better than Sheffield. You win York. And Halifax.
Dusty are my fingers, muddied my bog cotton socks, etched upon my eyeline, 3 hushed giants asleep. From this height I can see all the colours and grooves of the hills in the sky. Longer grows my shadow as I step to the top, cars passing by. A world away from when we played on the great stone. From this height I can see all the colours and grooves of the hills in the sky. All the while I have been enamoured by others who have different colours and grooves of the hills in the sky. Cold children play, score their names. Oh, childlike ways, dwell on those days. All the while I have been enamoured by others who have different colours and grooves of the hills in the sky. As the day's burning out, I feel for no other but familiar colours and grooves of the hills in the sky. Colours and grooves of the hills in my sky.